Man, we understood what it was going to be coming here. Knew it was going to be about protecting the ball and boxing out, and we didn't get it done. I got to do a better job of that with my squad of being more prepared to play a game like this. They're going to give you 40 minutes of nothing but energy, and you have to be prepared for it. And we didn't get the job done. So I'm proud of the guys' effort on the shooting percentage. We did what we do, but they got 19 offensive rebounds, and we turned the ball over 17 times. And they ended up getting 17 more shots. It's kind of been the same stat sheet pretty much all year. By us turning the ball over, other teams are getting more shot attempts at the basket. And if we don't box out, then that makes it a loss for us. So, we got some work to do going back, and look forward to the AAC tournament.
Penny, what did you think of what Quentin Grimes did in the second half?
Yeah, well, I mean that's who he is. I mean that's what he's capable of being on a nightly basis. He's a talented kid, McDonald's All-American that understands the pressure of a game like that. I'm sure there's been a lot of pressure on him all year, but what he did was what he does. He's a fantastic player. He got hot and he made baskets.
You think of this Houston team, the potential, what it could do this year since you played them twice?
Yeah, their energy is going to keep them in a lot of games. Sometimes they struggle scoring because they go to Caleb and they go to Quentin, and then they'll try Marcus Sasser. They'll try those guys individually, and then they'll go to Jerome. It's like he picks one guy at a time to ISO and kind of get it going. And when they miss, they just crash. That's why they're number one in the country in offensive rebounding. So they try to get one of those guys going, and usually one of those guys or two of those guys get going. And with that, the way how hard they play and how they offensive rebound, they're going to be in every game. So the sky's the limit for their team, the way that they play.
Coach, they didn't shoot the ball. Houston didn't shoot the ball well to start the game. Was it something that y'all were doing defensively that y'all weren't able to keep up later in the game? What was the change for you?
I think, the same shots that we contested, they started making. I think some shots that Quentin made in the second half were contested. Only a couple were, maybe one or two were kind of open, but everything else was tough. And he stepped up to the level, but they made shots. They only made 3 threes. We knew that they weren't going to shoot a lot of threes. Marcus usually shoots the most threes, and we knew what their game was going to be. They're going to shoot open shots. If they're not making them, they're going to go board it. But I think in the second half, they made tough shots.
Penny, you've been around this game for a long time. What do you think of what Kelvin's doing here with these guys?
Oh, it's incredible because his culture is set. If you don't play hard, you can't be on the floor. If you're not going to go all out, you're not going to be on the floor. He has his culture at that point, and it pushes your kids to a level of confidence that you have like no other. And that's where they are.
Coach, what do you tell your team on the way back to Memphis to keep their energy up? And then what do you tell them to stay prepared for this AAC tournament?
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the score sheet, the percentages that we held them to, Caleb Mills going 1 for 13, and, that's their guy. I mean, Jerome went 2 for 9. We held them to a decent percentage. You're just telling them that we're defensively, we're doing what we're supposed to do. We're just not boxing out and rebounding. I think if we protect the ball and box out, we have an opportunity to win games.
And Precious played great, but you didn't get a lot of balance on the box score there. How much did that play a role in the outcome?
Well, we're already shorthanded, so we need everybody, all hands on deck every time we go out on the floor. And Precious had a monster game of 25 and 15. Lester got into double figures. But I mean, you need everybody. Boogie was 1 for 8 and Tyler was 1 for 5. So you need everybody on that same page. And we couldn't get it done today. We just got to go back to the drawing board.
Penny, obviously, who knows what's going to happen with the tournament and all that, but you probably think you have to win the AAC tournament. That's the safest way. What in your mind is the formula for this team to go to Fort Worth and win 3-4 games in a row?
I mean, we just keep defending the way that we defend. We've been defending really well. We're just not protecting the ball and getting the rebound. I think this is what the stat sheets show in the losses. We got to protect the ball and box out. And we're going to need to make shots in the tournament as well. You need to make shots. If you look at all the teams that win it, a couple guys get hot. You can play as much defense as you want. You still got to put the ball in the basket. And I know defense wins championships, but it will look good because we have so many shooters for us to shoot a great percentage from the 3-point line in that tournament as well.
At this stage of the season, is it too late to fix some of those problems? You just hope to have a good, you just kind of hope you match up well with somebody?
I mean, the thing that you have to do as a staff is point out the weaknesses, and our weaknesses right now are turning the ball over, and not really rebounding the way that we can. You know, especially our offense boxing out and not giving up offensive rebounds. I think offensively we struggle some because of the turnovers, but I think it's just going in the game with a clear mind and for 40 minutes just understanding what we need and what we want on both ends of the floor and not let anything else distract that. And I think that's where we need to be for the tournament.
Got time for one more? Anyone else?
Thank you.